excited. So without further ado, can we please welcome the main event? Please welcome Brandon Rogers and Richard Horvitz! Please pull up a chair, join me. Join me.
This way.
Yeah. Welcome to Philadelphia.
Hello, Philadelphia! Home of the Philly cheesesteak.
Have you had? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, okay, let's take a vote. How many are cheese whiz? Yeah? Okay. How many are provolone? Hey! You win.
No, I've tried sitting on provolone, it's not the same experience.
I am so excited, and my nephew would be so mad if I didn't say he loves this show and he loves you.
Oh, Kristen's nephew, wherever you are in this world, he's still alive.
He's still here.
I hope you're in spirit and
Yes.
you're alive and
And still watching.
still watching
Of course, my
us.
goodness, of course. Yeah. I do have a question from him too, so that's very important. But my first thing is, I must geek out. I'm so sorry. I'm a huge summer school fan.
Wow.
And
I don't knows that.
No one in this room probably knows that movie, but it is literally, okay, good. It is a staple. I watch it literally once a year, and your character is
I played a nerd. It was a stretch.
It is a stretch, yeah. You really acting. All right, so my first question, I guess, is, this one's from my nephew, okay? He wants to know, this is from Alex, everyone, in Maryland. He wants to know, before y'all started the show, did you ever dream up that you get to be the voice of, like, characters, like beloved characters? Was this a dream, a goal? Was this, like, what is my career now?
You already were a bunch of old
Yeah, I was lucky enough to have a bunch of characters before that, like Zim and Billy and all those things. So this was like a foray into adult animation for me.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, although, Zim is probably more adult also, but even though it's on a kid's, network.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a different foray for me, and one of the greatest decisions I ever made in my life was to get on board with Vivian and Brandon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's where the Venn diagram overlaps with Richard and me is animation, because my work before Helluva was strictly adult stuff. I was doing the raunchy stuff, and then I'm stepping into this very dignified world of voice acting.
Dignified.
Are we labeling it as dignified? Yeah. You get to show up in PJs if you wanted to.
If I feel like wearing anything at all, I just walk in there, cigarette first.
He's naked under those clothes.
And by clothes he means sound booth.
Yes.
So, with each of these characters, did you get to see what they physically would look like before deciding how they sounded?
He did.
Did you not see yours beforehand? Yeah, so Viv came to my house in my kitchen and she laid out a binder, and there were 3 shows, 2 or 3 shows. One of them was Helluva Boss, and the other 2 are, I don't remember what they were, but she was like, which show do you like the most? And each show, it was the poster for each show, and the Helluva Boss poster, I liked that it was a it was a workplace comedy.
Yeah.
I liked their looks, I liked the character designs the most.
Oh my goodness.
And I said, and she's like, and she said, can you guess the character that you would be playing if this is the show that you would do? And I said, I want to play, and I pointed right at Moxie. So he looks so cool with his white hair.
Yeah,
and she's like, no, you're the taller, ganglier one that's next to him with the teeth. And, so yeah, although I am proud to be Blitz, I'm a very proud Blitz. He was my number 2.
Good. Well, playing the number 1 character, how do you feel about ending, if you saw the poster, is Moxie who you would have chosen, or maybe somebody else then?
I think I basically go by character description. Like Moxie, like I'm a musical theater dork from the beginning of my life. I love musical theater, and this and Has Been is just like a perfect marriage of my entire passion in life, music and animation, which is one of the main reasons I signed on and wanted to be part of this. Then I get to work with amazing, actors like Brandon and Vivian and everyone else, but also with people like, Alex Brightman and James Iglehart It's never too late for an old Alan E. King.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I like musicals.
Okay. So if we could put the two of you in a musical that already exists, what do you think we could put you two in, and who would you want to play?
How does an impish assassin?
Oh yes.
Yeah, maybe a character.
I would be, but I haven't seen Hamilton, but I'd be one of the powdered wigger, the wigs
Yeah,
with the wigs.
like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would be one of them.
Perfect.
Is that Hamilton?
It's Hamilton, yeah.
Yeah, or it could be John Adams or any show that
That's
has
the Apple,
wigs,
the Apple guy.
Yeah,
Great.
that's the Apple.
Yes, correct. So, should we write it now? This is just a workshop now. Listen, I'm an improviser by
Yes.
like life. Let's
Yes.
do that. Great. You just fill in the blank.
We could do that.
We are too. Most of the show isn't even the original script. We just make it all up there in the studio. We which isn't untrue actually. A lot of it is
We
made
do
up.
improvise a lot on the show.
Oh, that's so fun. Is it sort of, okay, so that was like another question I had is like, because different shows record differently. Are you often by yourself? Do you get to balance off of each other often, or?
Richard is so in it. Like he's so like he knows what's happening. You do these scenes out of order, or kind of you're only doing your scenes. We are there by ourselves. So we're doing only our scenes, but Richard is very good at cueing like the context of it. So like, remember, you're high energy, you just came from this place, you're out of breath, and he gets us back into it. And so even though we're by ourselves, Richard does a great job at reminding us, like, remember, you're in a room full of people in this scene. You're in a, or you're angry, and it does make a difference when you're reminded. You're not just, okay, next scene, read it.
Read, yeah.
But like Brandon, when we get him in the booth, we'll do like 1 or 2 takes as written, and then we'll say, now Brandon, do whatever you want. And then he'll just go off.
Yeah.
And he'll make some cuss words I never even thought of.
Please tell me you improvise this part. Or it was written beautifully, but you spelled mother but said fucker.
That is a joke that I've always said. That's just something from my back pocket. It's a cheap trick.
It's
and
so
I
good,
love
though.
THER fuckers. I think it's,
It's very funny.
It explains itself
It
as you say it.
does.
It does. But we swear a lot. You know what's funny is it's hard to tell as a voice actor if you're really big, because when you try and be funny, you rely on hearing someone laugh back. Oh, that was funny. In a recording booth, it's very tranquil and cold in a way, because you're not hearing anything from the other side of the glass. So I have to look and see if they're laughing. And some of them really good. Like I'll just take a risk and say something that maybe this isn't funny, but I'll say it out loud and I don't hear anything. Like, oh, and I look in the booth and I see Richard and Viv like this. Or I'll just see them go, all right, let's try what is written now. So you can't have it voice acting.
Right.
It's a very art mean you can't have audio overlapping, so you cannot have people laughing at your jokes in the
Yeah,
booth.
and our validation is here. Like Brandon was just saying, we checked into our hotels, and he got out of the car, and the first thing he saw was a Helluva Boss cosplay. And it was like a year ago, here and there, but over the past year between Helluva and Has-Been, it's like Helluva City, which has been great.
Do you think that, like, because obviously there's so many gorgeous cosplays out here, if you, from any other fandom in this, like, sort of Fan Expo universe, who would you cosplay as, do you think?
In this show?
You could choose, let's do that, 2-parter. Here we go, we're mad-libbing it.
Okay.
Part 1 is who would you cosplay from Helluva Boss? And number 2 is who would you cosplay in any fandom?
I cosplay Moxie.
Great.
And Speed Racer.
I would love to. I mean, I've cosplayed Blitz only a couple times. That was for a photo shoot. I didn't get to wear it out and like be out and
Live as the life.
Yeah, I would love to be Blitz in real life. Just wear it out.
Just show up to like a drag brunch as like, you know what I mean? Just set the mood.
And then other fictitious, similar silhouette, Rita Repulsa. Which he had to foil her plans many
Yes, I did.
Rita's at it again. You should move out of Angel Grove, Zordon.
10,000 bucks I give. Well, because you're coming to events like this, and Is that an odd sort of switch? I mean, you have the sweet fame of the YouTube, you have the sweet fame of, I'm gonna say summer school again. But like, it's like this different type of, it's a more niche celebrity, I'm putting that in air quotes. But like, how has that experience sort of been through doing voice work?
This is the crowd I've been wanting to perform for like my whole life. When I was a kid, I wanted to do it, Richard. I wanted to be an actor in TV, film, of any form. And so I just became a YouTuber because that was the closest branch I could grab at the time. And so, you go to VidCon is great, but it's not this crowd that picks apart the show, asks questions about the work, and breaks down the creative process. That those are the questions I like hearing. At VidCon, it's like, so what is it like having a follower? And what is it like? It's very cloud filled, and so and nothing against that. VidCon, I love VidCon, but I mean, this is the crowd that people at VidCon don't dress like your work. Your work doesn't seem to have as profound of an effect. Like here, people really drink it in, and so this was, for my whole life, this was the kind of crowd I was hoping I would eventually be able to make stuff for.
You did it!
You
did it!
Okay, hi, my name is Kitty Monk, and my question is, for you guys, how did you, or maybe how did Viv, come up with the name Fizzarolli? Because it's freaking cool, and my mom keeps asking, but I have Fizzarolli right here.
Fizzarolli is a name that Viv has had for a long, long time. Before we even did the show, Fizzarolli was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought she went to Italy on acid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Hi, I'm Emma. Thank you for preemptively lowering I'm interested in voice acting, but I don't know where I would start or how I would get into it.
So I always suggest that most of us that are in voiceover started out either on camera or in music groups and stuff like that. So I'm a big proponent of taking improv classes, sketch comedy classes, acting classes in general, because that's what we do in the booth. We improvise a lot in the booth. And then once you get that under your belt, then maybe start taking some workshops, like weekend workshops with people who are in the business, like, casting people or agents or teachers that are actually actors that have done it, stuff like that. Stuff like that. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm glad you answered that, because I get that question a lot, and I always just think of Dr. Richard.
Yeah, because a lot of people can do a lot of voices, or people say, oh, I have a great voice, I should be a voiceover, but you got to be able to act. Like my friend Bob Bergen, who plays Porky Pig, he says, anybody can do Porky Pig, but can you do Porky Pig in Love, Porky Pig angry, Porky Pig in Shakespeare? That's really important, that the acting is the number one thing. The misnomer is that it's called voiceover because your first thought is, well, what voice should I use? Yeah. And so what you end up doing, what most people end up doing is like they come up with a character, they go, yeah, I'm just gonna sell this character with this dialogue I can get in. It's backwards. It's like you make the story more important, then we do the voice. I have a saying that the voice does the work of the spirit of play. Voices come out of us all the time without even thinking. Like, as I say, if you're going to talk to a little baby, you don't go, no, what voice should I use? It lets this baby know I think it's cute. Hello, baby! No. We automatically go, hi, yeah, you're a cutie. You're going to punch you in the neck. So we do voices all the time. So
It is, and
it's a misnomer.
Because you have a sketch background as well, right?
Yeah.
I'll name drop Fred Willard, has
Yeah.
been on, which is like an icon of mine.
Yes.
And it's true. It's like that improv training, that being able to sit down and write something and figure out, great, I want this type of character. Oh, what do they sound like? How do they move? And then sometimes if you discover how they move, then you discover the voice. And it's such a fun journey.
Yeah.
So that's awesome advice. Thank you.
It's like even as a kid on the playground, you didn't go, freeze Lex Luthor, I'm Superman. You want to make like, freeze Lex Luthor, I'm Superman.
Yeah.
We did voices without even thinking.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you again for your question.
So, I'm a fan of the Grandpa Puppy crossover you guys did.
Here we go.
I was wondering if there's any chance of more Brandyverse Helluverse crossovers, whether it be animated or not, or live action.
It is definitely something that has simmered in the discussions of me and Viv over this year. I don't know. I would be surprised if there wasn't another one. Maggie Robert, who did the puppets, Wolf Bunny cosplay, amazing job. Does puppets for all of the characters and has been in Helluva, and so I would probably hit her up again and see what other characters she would. And then I have to hit up the voice actors and see if they'd be willing to do. So it's kind of like getting two people involved.
I would reprise my role as the cop.
As the
That was fun.
Richard came over to my house to film that bit, and I remember thinking, Richard Horvitz is wearing my cop costume upstairs in my bedroom right now, like to film this one line for a sketch that we were doing.
Fantastic. My question is, what is one quote from the show that you say pretty much on a daily basis? Like your favorite quote ever?
A human called me a possum. I am not a possum.
One of the quotes that I love saying both as Blitz and myself, I say it unironically, is just, sorry I fucked your husband.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name is Cloud, and my question is, can I come give you guys some rubber ducks?
Sure, Lucifer.
Great.
Oh my goodness. Ducks? I wasn't playing with ducks.
I get one too?
Yay!
Oh my God, I have offspring.
You have a little baby.
Yeah. We got to
Oh my
know.
God.
6 little ducks said, I love you. One skinny was there once too, but the one they
Thank
Ducks
you.
don't have a song. I like them.
the others with
I am gonna stop it.
Thank you for your lovely gift. I've never gotten a gift as a moderator. Please continue this tradition.
This question is for Richard. Since you're voice directing for the show, it must be a bit different than your previous work. But I was wondering, since I know a lot of voice directors do read-ins, like read people into their lines, do you have some favorite impressions of other voice actors that you do?
Oh, that's a good one. I think I love to do many of them because I do the voices as we're directing. So like, if it's Millie, it's like, Moxie! But luckily, I get to do the Moxie to Vivian's Millie. But my favorite is, oh, Blitzy!
I'm sorry, Blitz. It's just not going to work out.
But my favorite is,
Ms. Bohm, would you like to do a sex with me?
I love doing Alex's lines. Yeah.
My name is P, or you could say I am P. I have a question for both of you. So, as we saw in the season 2B trailer, we're probably going to be getting a lot more Blitz flashbacks, and particularly I'm interested in the Blitz meeting Millie flashback that I assume is from Ghost Workers.
Ghost fuckers. I thought we can talk about ghost fuckers.
I'm so happy we talked
I got the privilege of writing the Halloween special this year. I think I wrote 5 or 6 full drafts of that episode from beginning to end. And they just got better and better every time. Yeah, there's. I mean, you can just tell from the trailer. This isn't a spoiler, but Millie and Blitz have a very big hand in that episode for sure.
Is there going to be, is there going to be more, like, insight into what happened with Blitz throughout his 20s, like after the gap of time between the accident at the circus and him actually starting IMP?
Oh yeah, anything that I've ever had a hand in writing, I love to fully scrape the insides of the character and make sure we explore everything about their background. And so, I mean, I would be remiss if I was working on a show that I felt had big gaps in the character's past. That being said, again, trailer, I'm not saying anything in the trailer is a show. This is, we see patches of it, but you're in for a juicy treat, so grab a napkin.
My name's Pinocchio. I have a question for both of you. What was your favorite part about playing a red character?
a red character?
Yeah, a red character, you know, like Blitzo, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know, I like playing red characters unless I'm feeling blue. then I get kind of sad.
Womp womp. What does it feel like playing a red character?
Red.
It feels like I get lots of red makeup on me when I hug these goddamn cosplayers. I get so much red makeup on me by the end of these
Yeah, and
conventions.
it's impossible to get out.
It's impossible to get out.
Unless
To get
unless
out.
an avatar hugs you, then it's impossible to get the blue out.
Oh, blue's harder to get off
It's
than
harder
red.
to get out.
I've tried getting an avatar off.
We're just learning so much.
Hello, my name is Lana, and my question is, what is your favorite design part of your character?
The bullshit coming out the back of my neck. Whatever that is, have we cracked that yet? What are those things coming out of my stomach?
I'm not sure. I like Moxie's clothes the best. I love his steampunk outfits. I love Moxie's outfit. I think that the costumes are my favorite of the thing, and I think that they do a really good job with the design, in the animation in particular, with like really expressing Moxie's emotions, especially in the Moxie and Millie scenes. Yeah. Hello!
So this is my Charlie attempt. I literally threw this together in 2 days.
Let's go, Charlie! Hey, Charlie!
So I'm a really big fan of
This
music.
is my baggie. Charlie. Charlie, I was an angel, okay?
Yeah, that's so her. Anyway, I'm a really big fan of the music from the shows, especially like the emotional songs. So I was wondering what your guys' favorite songs were from either show.
Oh, wow, I've got a bunch. From our show, I love you more than the brimstone loves the fire, more than the azure loves the love, more than a maggot loves game in his nose. You make my spirit sing. I like that one. I love Blitz's song to Octavia, which was just beautiful. I mean,
I would never fucking sing to a Octavia.
And from Has-Been, it's Loser Baby. Loser Baby.
Oh God. I like I guess you could say the duet. The duet's kind of been released.
Yeah, it has, yeah. And we have a duet coming up, sort of.
We do.
We do.
Richard and I were in the booth. It was the only time that we really, since the pilot, that we got
Since
to
the pilot.
be in the booth together. And it's because we're supposed to be singing along together. And it made a big difference being next to Richard as opposed to like through the glass.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, and then for gosh, the happy hell day. And,
Happy Day, yeah.
Poison.
Oh, I'll tell you what makes me cry is the one where Carmine, and Vaggie have the duet.
That's so
That
that
song-
is very underrated.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs ever. It makes me cry when it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I think the best song that Lucy has written is 2 Minutes Notice. And also, I have presents for you guys.
Wow!
Wait, me too?
Hey! I usually gotta say my friend, it's like, hell is hell is forever, whether you like it or not. Oh, I love this pen. Thank you.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Good, Moxie pen. Thank you. Love
That's so
it.
nice. Thank you so much.
We can't afford a billboard, sir.
Hold on, let's go lick some ass.
My name is Alex, and I do scrapbooking. And I was wondering what your guys' favorite colors are, including you. Me? Thank you. I do scrapbooking with a lot of people. And I was wondering what your guys' favorite colors were, so I can make it the background and one of the most main colors in that scrapbook.
I like slate blue.
What is it?
I don't know.
It is. It's slate.
Is
It's
that a
slate
darker
blue.
or lighter color?
It's a darker color, but
Okay.
it's slate. It's like a grayish blue. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Slate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Like
Magenta.
magenta.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about you?
Thank you so much for asking. My favorite color is green. Any green. Literally any green.
My favorite color is plaid.
I heard the other day that glitter is a color, so let's say glitter. Like people are just considering like glitter is a color.
Anything can be color. I like call her puberty.
I really wish I did not hear that.
Thank you so much, and good luck with your making the art of this event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Mustafa.
Hello, Mustafa.
Little backstory before I ask you this question, Mr. Rogers. I had a second grade teacher, and she was the spawn of a shit stain. So when you came out with the character Helen Brownstein, she was my absolute favorite character just because it reminded me of this teacher so much, and I love that video. What possessed you to come up with this character?
Helen Brownstein, she was a real person in my school.
She was?
We had, I don't know what y'all call them, we say yard duty. I don't know what you call it.
A new name.
Yeah, well, I think new names are the worst aids. And this particular Helen, she was so mean, and she would draw a circle with chalk on the ground, and if you were bad, you had to stand there in the sun. There was no shade for the whole lunch period. And she stuck with me when I started being known for characters. I was really like, oh, what's a character I can make? Helen, I resurrect her and get my revenge back through art. But she's probably dead now, honestly.
She lives on. She lives on.
Yes. They buried her in a circle in the sun.
In the sun. Fried Helen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so my name is Bailey. I wanted to know, how are you guys able to connect with your love interest characters? Like Moxie having Millie, and Blitzo having everyone else.
Everyone and anyone. Well, Vivian is amazing, who plays Millie. So we just hit it off right away. So, acting is about vulnerability. That's the best. That's like what the definition of acting is. It's like the art of playing pretend, but vulnerability is the main part of it. So if you can allow yourself to be vulnerable, you can really embrace the characters that you're supposed to be in love with. And also my wife is over here, so I also just say that's Kristen. Say hi to Kristen, everyone.
Hi, Kristen. Everyone have a gift for Kristen.
Yay! That's my personal Millie.
What was the question? What do I want to do to Stolas? How do I connect with the actor or the character?
Like, how do you as the character connect with Stolas as a character? Like, how are you able to, take Stolas' energy and, make it so that you guys are, able to, act as lovers?
Well, it's not much of a departure for me because I already have a thing for dads. Especially rich dads.
Skinny, horny owl dads.
Skinny, horny owl dads, yeah. I don't know, I think Bliss's relationship problems aren't that uncommon from a lot of what people go through. I think it's not hard to step into his shoes and I like playing a character that gets to have a third dimension to him, and he's capable of having a comedy character that is capable of having his heart broken.
A third what?
A third penis.
Oh.
And a third hole. Yeah, another hole. Damn it. And anyway, is that
I think that was beautiful.
I love Stolas. I can't speak for Blitz, but I love Stolas.
Aww. Thank you so much.
Don't worry, I love you in Invaders, don't worry. So I grew up.
What?
I grew up with you on YouTube.
What? Sorry, we haven't fed Richard.
Want me to buy you something on me? I grew up with you on YouTube before Helluva Boss, all this, and I just want to know, since I love all your characters, how did you get in person with them? How, as Cyan, how did you become? Do you just stare in the mirror? And
I tell you, if you put on the shorts that go past your nutsack, and you tell me that accent doesn't come to you naturally. Sometimes you just gotta look. Yeah, Sam's shorts come up to right here. My actual underwear hang out from under his. So I have to tuck everything, and I see that. Just Sam kind of comes back. Jesus is my hell.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is
Yes.
My question was, out of all the horns in Helluva Boss, which one do you think is the horniest?
Thank you for being our final question.
Who's the horniest one?
Yeah.
I don't know, one of the Valentina Angel, that whole circle of those characters, that's a little horny cloud. They all do each other for all I know. Yeah, those aren't even their colors, that's just colors of their fluids, that's why they're all spotted.
I mean, Blitz has some pretty long horns. I mean, look
There's
at
some pretty white
those
spots.
horns.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
Blitz.
all those horns are. Those are some pretty long horns too, so they're really long. Long
That's
horns.
impressive.
Those are long horns.
Wow.
Texas long horns.
Well, I hope that answered your question. Absolutely. Folks, this has been amazing. Please visit them at their tables.